Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, and the Bronze Goddess, and I'm actually here today just to share some things with you guys. It's been a while since I've done a motivational video and I felt inspired, so this is kind of a motivational Monday. If you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to share them on your social media networks. It really helps me out and I appreciate it so much. Anyway, I wanted to share a couple of stories with you guys. Now the first one is a story that I heard recently that I absolutely loved. So there's two little boys and they are playing on a pond that appears to have been frozen over. It looks like it's frozen solid. So two little boys are playing on the ice, having a good time, until the ice begins to break beneath one of the little boy's feet and he falls into the ice. So he falls in and then he starts floating underneath the ice and his friend is terrified. He runs over and he grabs a branch and he starts beating the ice. He beats it and beats it and beats it until he finally gets it to crack. And then when it cracks, he's able to grab his friend and pull his friend out to safety. Now a bystander witnesses all of this. They call the paramedics and everything, and the paramedics come. The paramedics is there and they're like looking at the boy and they're like, what happened? And so he tells them, like, you know, my friend fell in the pond here and I grabbed that branch right there and I beat on it and then I was able to get it to break and then I grabbed him out. The paramedics looked at the boy. They look at the tiny puny branch and they're like, but that's impossible. That branch right there, and you pulled this kid to safety. And the innocent bystander said, you know why he was able to do it? Because there was nobody around telling him that he couldn't. And a lot of us are that way. If you control your circle, you'd be amazed at how far you could go and how many things that you could do. Oftentimes we are limited by our friends and our circle. I want you to beware of people who are around you that don't believe in you and don't believe in your dream, because they will always be there to rain on your parade and tell you what you can't do. I want you to elevate your circle. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, believe in vision, true visionaries, true dreamers. There are always somebody to tell you that that's impossible. Or of course, nobody from our hometown ever becomes famous, or nobody ever does this. Notice on my channel, I never tell you about anything until I've already done it. I told you about my book when I wrote it already. The first time you ever heard anything about a book was the day that I told you that it was available in Amazon and that you can go ahead and buy it. I didn't tell you about my retreat until it was already ready. I didn't tell you about my luncheon because I never opened the door to anybody telling me what I cannot do. I talk to my core group, my husband, my sister, my mom, people who I know that will have faith and will believe in me and what I want to do. I don't have time for small-minded thinkers, people who don't believe in their dream. I can't give you my time. I can't, like, where I want to go and what I want to do in my life, I need people who are going to really stand with me and that aren't going to tell me how impossible and how impractical that is for me to do. If you want to change your thinking and change your world, you may have to start by changing your circle. You know, I know your mother loves you and your mother wants you to be practical. She wants you to make the sensible choice. But at some point you have to say, you know what, Mom, I know that you want me to do these things this way, but I have to have faith about this thing. And I believe in this thing. Or your husband, or your best friend, or whomever it is in your life. Sometimes you have to go with what you believe in your heart, your dreams and your goals. Because some people can love you and they have vision, but they don't see the vision that God has for you. Just because you can see doesn't mean you can see with your mind's eye. Let me tell you another quick story. So there's this guy, his name is Blake, and he's traveling to Argentina with his best friend. They're going there on vacation. While they're there, they notice that the locals are all wearing the same type of shoes, like really trendy where they are. And so eventually while they're there on vacation, they decide to do some charity work. So they decide to donate some of their time to less fortunate people. While they're there, they notice that a lot of the kids have no shoes at all. Most of the kids have no shoes on their feet, and because of that, their feet are like beat up, they're bruised, they're battered. They try to walk places with the kids just to get some fresh water, and every 5 minutes the kids have to stop because their feet hurt. And so the guy, Blake, is like, man, this is crazy. I need to try to figure out what I can do to help. He gets back to the States and he's like, what if I can design that fancy shoe that's all the rage and sell it here in the US? And for every shoe that I sell, I can donate to an impoverished nation. And I can help with giving the shoes to the kids who need them. And of course, that man's name is Tom's. You may have seen those shoes all over the place. They're huge. They're famous here. But his friend didn't believe in his dream when he first told him. Now, what if he had let this friend's naysaying, the friend saying, I don't know, it doesn't sound like it's a good idea to me, I don't want to be a part of it. What if he had let that stop him? Imagine all of the people that he wouldn't have been able to help. I need you to realize that the dream that God has for you, the vision that God has for you, it's okay if not everybody can see it. Validation is for parking. You don't need somebody to tell you, that's a good idea. That's actually great. You'd be a great singer, a great actor. You'd be amazing on TV. You don't need everybody to tell you that for it to be true for you. All you have to do is believe that it's possible, and 2, go out there and try to make it happen for yourself. There are so many unlikely folks. How many times did Michael Jordan get cut from his high school basketball team? I mean, so many examples of people who were told no, 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 but they believed in themselves and they kept on trying to make it happen for themselves. And they're household names now that they've gone out there and made their dream a reality. I want to say this for all of you out there who are expecting, you put your dream on hold or you've canceled it all together, all based on what somebody else said about your dream. Do you believe that it's possible? And if you do, go out there and make it happen. I love you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to thumbs up. It helps me a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video on all of your social media networks and follow me on my social media networks. I'm on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram. I'll leave my links to my social media below. I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time. Later, divas and dudes. Deuces, honey. Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, I'm the Bronze Goddess, and I'm actually here today to do this haul video. It's going to be a try-on haul, and it's also going to be a giveaway.